Did Right Rock Saudi Arabia and the XRP system make a new deal to tokenize oil? I looked into it for you, but this movie tells you everything you need to know. We'll also talk about some other really cool XRP news and facts. Please don't miss this whole movie. It will help you understand what's going on. A lot of XRP related sites are talking about the same thing. I'll let you know if I think it's true or not after I look into it. Okay, so this is the file that everyone is sharing. What the heck is going on with this news? XRP Ledger Technology in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia say that White Rock oil tokenization is white. This is the start of a new project by Saudi Aramco to turn oil into tokens through White Rock. The main goals of the project are to make oil trade more digital and safer. They use blockchain technology on the White network and the XRP Ledger systems to do this. The Saudi Vision 2030 says a lot of different things, such as being a star and giving the world new ideas. Smoke Dog may have tweeted the same document. Other documents that supported the idea that the XRP system would be a good way to trade tokenized oil say that Ripple is run by a network of computers that are not centralized and use the open source Ripple protocol. With the Ripple protocol, any virtual debt can be sent anywhere in the world in just 6 seconds. These debts can be real money like euros, dollars, and pounds, or they can be oil barrels. How much energy is used, and other things. The word liability is used in almost all currencies on the Ripple network to refer to a virtual copy of an asset held at a bank, except for Ripple's own cryptocurrency, XRP. He then shared a few sources that all talked about the same thing, that the SDR's real value should be tied to a basket of commonly traded goods, commodities, and services that meet real basic human needs. For example, metals, oils, and natural gas should all be in this basket because they have all been shown to have a good relationship with its current value. He is just showing more SDR data. This looks pretty cool, right? That's how I felt the first time I saw it. Wow, White Rock is up 8,000%. It's worth $79, which is crazy. White Rock is up 64% in one day and has gained $1 million. On the XRP record, we're only up 81% today. I thought this seemed a little fishy, so I looked at Krippener. I like this man's point of view. He writes a lot of important things. He says that there is news and press about XRP and Ramco from May 22nd on their website. I thought I should check this out, so I went to ramco.com and read their most recent news. He was right, it's from May 22nd. Ramco's website has nothing to do with white, right? I guess I should put White Rock after all, right? White, nothing with rock that is white, right? It says white network, the white network we need to. If you look for white network, Ramco, band fibers, stake, and Aaron, none of those things come up. That's why I asked, is this paper real? Remember that AI isn't perfect, but I trust this and think it's a great way to quickly learn a lot. The paper that was shown is said to be an official statement from Saudi Aramco and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia about the White Rock oil tokenization project, among other things. Some reputable news sources say that Saudi Arabia has not confirmed its connection with White Rock or White Network or its direct use of XRP for tokenization. This is one of the most important parts of the proof. The news about the deals didn't come from US financial news sites. This paper doesn't look like it's real or an official Saudi Aramco document. We don't have any strong proof that Saudi Aramco is working with White Rock to tokenize oil using XRP. Cryptologists aren't sure about the White Rock project. Some have even called it a scam. It's possible that the whole thing is a big scam. There are a lot of scams in the crypto market right now, and things will stay this way until countries like the US and maybe even the G20 work together to stop them. I think that all crypto projects should be registered, and I know that some people will say that's the whole point of crypto, right? But I think that's not true. But I think that if you want to show that something is useful, you should have to go through a process. For example, if you want to start a business in the US, you have to file, you have to go to another company, or you can do it yourself. On the other hand, I went to another business to file escort. It's a lot of work, right? All of these things and a social security number are required. That extra level of difficulty should make this less likely to be a scam, right? And if they have to be very strict with thieves, I don't care if they get caught for 10 or 15 years. Every day I hear about people losing a lot of money, and it makes me sick. This has to stop, guys. Don't believe everything you read here. Even though I wish this were true, the information I have right now doesn't support it. A RAM code could come out later today, tomorrow, or at any other time, and say that this is all real, but if you look at the numbers, they show that this could be fake. Oh, and by the way, it's possible that this is a huge fake. They say White Rock has been called a scam. If you own White Rock, you might want to learn more about DT. Do DT studies that didn't make sense, but we're going to keep going. Okay, I'm not making sense today, it's a mix of things. I love hearing that. Now for the useful part. Vivo Power, a Nasdaq company, says it will focus its treasury strategy on XRP and will sell 121 million shares privately at $65 each. I love that Brad Garlinghouse is sharing this again. It makes me wonder if Brad Garlinghouse would share the Aramco news if it were true. You don't have any proof to back up these real stories, which I find very strange. Okay, let's keep going. That's cool. There will soon be a $300 million strategic reserve of 0 XRP. In China, Y-Base International Limited has announced that it wants to buy XRP with 300 million yuan in strategic funding. Can you see what's going on? Companies are spending hundreds of millions of dollars for this. A few businesses are buying XRP worth hundreds of millions of dollars on the open market. What do you think will happen when banks start buying XRP in large amounts? Some of the top 500 companies and financial institutions are already doing this. Each person can only have a certain amount of XRP, and it looks like there is less and less XRP for sale on the open market every day. It looks like people are getting ready, so they should pay attention. I'm mad at Paul for the Coinbase and XRP news, but that's okay. It's hard to get everything right in the crypto space. I know because I've been there. Y-Base International Limited is breaking XRP Nasdaq. The company is called Watto and it offers AI, a company that provides high-end driver services and has announced a possible $300 million financing plan to use XRP blockchain technology for global payment solutions. Is it possible to see that it says possibility? That makes me mad. It renewed its relationship with Tongsheng Travel Holdings Limited for the whole country and came up with a possible $300 million financing plan that makes no sense. One of the biggest travel websites in China is one of these companies. The non-binding financing can come from places other than stock, like cash reserves, bank loans, shareholder guarantees, and institutional credit plans to back up 3 projects. The projects are creating a reserve of XRP for instant low-cost cross-border worth. Third, the world's economy is growing faster. Wartime's Tongjiang and Intercity Charter Services are 2 companies that work with Tongjiang and use his 240 million yuan a year infrastructure to make payments and build blockchain infrastructure with wallets. Tongjiang also uses Web3 loyalty coins and on-chain booking records.